Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Batman issue number 21, or as it should probably be named, let's just call it Injustice, Gods Amongst Us, for whatever video game console you've got, because that's really all this was. All right, we start off with Batman is watching the TV and he sees there's some kind of a hockey game going where somebody's about to be murdered. Now somebody else is watching this off in Arkham Asylum or close to Arkham Asylum. I don't really know. I don't know. But basically somebody's there and she notices that, oh, this is the game where that guy dies and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Superman isn't coming to save us. There is nothing that can be done and it's freaky. So she starts completely wigging out. Hey, perfect place for it. And yes, I noticed the Watchmen button there. What I did also notice is that I don't know what that symbol is. It's on the hockey ice. Because later on when Batman is watching it, you see, Batman is watching it and what he's seeing is the Gotham symbol. There's a big G there. But, and I looked, Batman is one of those comic books that I like to look in the internet to see if there's something else out there that maybe I missed something. And I don't know. I don't notice anybody else saying anything about it. But when Batman's looking at this game in the view screen later on, he sees a G in the middle of the Gotham City insignia. I don't know if that big eye looking thing, like, what is that? Is that maybe the symbol for Gotham? Or excuse me, for Metropolis. Seriously, guys, in the chat, if you know what that symbol is in the beginning that's on the ice in the middle of the hockey arena, please let me know, because later on that turns into a G for Gotham. So maybe she's in the alternate world, a different world, whatever. We don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that, but it's definitely got to be something that we should be paying attention to. So anyway, Batman is sitting there watching this game. Some guy is about to get beat to death. The reason why this actually is important is because later on is the reason why the Flash is late. And Barry always has a reason why he's late. Whatever. Excuses. Almost cost Batman his life this time because he's playing with the little Watchman bloody thing, the button, and he tosses it on the table right next to the mask of the Psycho Pirate. And all of a sudden, there's some kind of a spark, a burst in the Speed Force. Batman recognized it as a Speed Force burst. And he calls up, Barry, like, hey, dude, what's going on? And he's dealing with these samurai guys. And he's like, got 37 left. So he says, I'll be there in about a minute. Well, Batman's biggest mistake here was trusting that Barry was going to be on time. Because in his mind, he's got the countdown for a minute going. He did get rattled in his brain a few times, so I don't know, maybe his count was off on his own. But the idea is that Eobard Thawne returns. Eobard Thawne, and he's back, the Reverse Flash, and I love the way he reintroduces himself. Flash, you're early? No, actually kind of the reverse. I love that. Absolutely love that. Perfect. So he comes by and he beats the crap out of Batman. Now, for the most part, every single panel that is in here is another second. And we're going 9 panels with each and every page, except for the beginning where there's just 3 panels per page. And I think this is supposed to mean that maybe we count everything up. I don't know. I like to think that, there's a big thing. But what I need my conspiracy theorist viewers to chime in on this and tell me what is this big pattern that I'm seeing? Anyway, so he gets beaten to a bloody pulp, Batman. He gets a couple of good licks in. He gets smart a couple of times. He puts a batarang into his foot because he knows that even if you're blurring, hey man, your feet have to be on something. And that is Batman. What's not Batman is not thinking about move number 2. Okay, like maybe putting another batarang. I know each one of his pouches can carry 3 batarangs. So he could have easily pulled out another batarang and stuck it in his other foot too, and maybe a third one in his groin or something. And that's just the way I'm thinking. All right, this guy's got to go down, and this guy's got to go down fast. Most of these panels are 1 second per page or per panel, but when Eobard Thawne is fighting, every 3 panels is 1 second. So Eobard Thawne punches 3 times the speed of Batman. That, I actually thought he'd be faster, but whatever. It's just, maybe he's just playing with him. But man, to a bloody pulp, guys. This is literally the game of injustice. So Gods Amongst Us. I'm expecting atrocities to come out with Dexstar. By the way, check out my review of Dexstar. The Dexstar explained in a minute. The Fury Kitty, Rage Kitty. Now, here's the big thing that happens here is that he disappears for, again, if for the most part every single panel is supposed to be a second, then he disappears. He goes over and touches the button. That's Eobard. He touches the button. He's like, "Ooh, what's this?" And he disappears for 5 panels, so approximately 5 seconds. When he returns, he's got this blue, like, splatter all over him. Maybe it's supposed to be Dr. Manhattan. I mean, it's blue, it's smoldering, it's radiation-ish, and he did say he saw God, and creator of the universe, perhaps. So, yeah, this is, mind you, this is also post-crisis Eobard, because and you know, it's hard to tell because he's far from the future, but this is the same Eobard because at one point he rips up a letter from Thomas Wayne and he starts dictating, he starts talking about, "Oh, Thomas, you know, you thought this and give it to Bruce and blah, 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 and your long lost son from a different time and you knew he'd get it." So he dictated all of that stuff and he knew all of that stuff. So this is clearly the Eobard who was killed by Thomas Wayne in the Flashpoint. So that means that this is, you know, and Flashpoint became the New 52, but Flashpoint itself and prior was post-crisis. So yeah, cool, man. So now we've got somebody who's, if you remember back in the Superman comics that I just got finished doing, that 4-part, right before this current storyline, Superman is now combined with his original super self, the original post-crisis and the New 52. They're both combined. So this Rebirth Superman right now is the combined Superman, and everyone around him went back to normal. Now I'm wondering if that means that some way, somehow, by the end of this, Flash and Batman are going to go back to normal. Either way, we've got to go and we've got to read Flash number 21 next. So that's coming out this coming Wednesday, next Wednesday. Guys, for the most part, I'm just going to give this comic an A. This was a very beautifully done comic. It was action-packed, like very few. I challenge you to tell me another comic that has this much one-on-one action in it. Seriously, because it was that great. Everything about it was great. Eobard, like I said, disappears and he sees God, comes back, and he dies. So he's literally back for a single issue. In between the pages of an issue, he's reborn and dies again. So, poor Eobard. Oh, wait, no, I don't feel sorry for him. Screw that guy. So, anyway, yeah, man, this was a really good comic. I loved everything that happened here. Says he saw God. And what did he see? Exactly. What did he see? My guess is Dr. Manhattan. Comments below. Seriously, what do you think that he actually saw? Who do you think he saw? What was it? Because, I don't know, man. Dr. Oz is paying attention to Superman more than anybody else right now. So who else could he have possibly seen, huh? All right, guys, I'll see you for the next Flash comic, and hopefully it'll be good enough that, and there won't be so many Marvel comics coming out, that maybe I can add the Flash to my roster of DC comic books that I'm reading, because I really am starting to get a little bit Marvel burnt out, just saying. But I'd probably rather read Aquaman and review Aquaman rather than the Flash, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.